We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a week as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New York Jets. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Stroud looks to throw on the first play. Buying time to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Franklin Myers in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Stroud. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. You talk about this Jets defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room for it.
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. John Franklin Myers, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Jets will take over. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Second down and 8. Lazard will go in motion right. Hall again on 2nd down. And some room to maneuver. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now 2nd and 9. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass. but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 3. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Pierce will try to pick it up. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone. Keep going. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this one up. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And they'll run it here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, a run with Hall. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. We're pretty quiet, team. We're pretty quiet. Check, 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 check. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. Well, let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. Still fighting for more. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball again on second down. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They'll go again with Hall. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Straight ahead is Hall. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 8. Hall on a give up the middle. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Mike 48, Mike 48. You don't see me in your hey, take 26.
Now Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory.
Pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
That to the sideline and incomplete. Boy, they're going to say there's a receiver in the area. That was close to grounding, but it's 2nd down. Now Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And the fair catch signal for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's 2nd and 3. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Rodgers changing the play, it appears. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll give to Hall. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
One of the tight ends comes in motion. They'll run with Hall. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. But Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Again on second down, it's Stroud. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Stroud on third down now. He's got him in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Here's Stroud. That one complete. It's Tank Dell. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. He's got his running back out of the backfield. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. No gain on the play there, second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Ball again on second down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. And they'll run it here. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. They'll toss it out right here to Hall. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Rodgers to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
To throw is Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. This is 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Here comes 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. Into the hands of Singletary. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Stroud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Stroud. That is caught by Dell.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Stroud. Got his man, Dell.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
It was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.